read a book recently called The Unseen Realm, and it makes some really neat connections between the Old Testament and the New Testament. And one of them that I thought was so interesting that I had never understood is when Jesus is before the Sanhedrin and they're basically asking him like, are you actually Jesus? Like, are you the Messiah? And I want to read the verse and then the verse that Jesus is referencing, because he not only says like, yes, I am the Messiah, I'm the Son of God, but then he also references a vision that Daniel had back in Daniel 7. So, and that's one of the things that I think makes him so mad, is because he's like actually claiming, not only is he claiming like, yeah, I am God, which is, God calls himself I am, but then he's claiming that prophecy that Daniel saw, or that vision that Daniel saw. So it's in Mark 14:62 or 60. It said, again, the high priest asked him, saying, are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed? Jesus said, I am. And you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the power and coming with the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest tore his clothes and said, what further need do we have of witnesses? You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think? And they all condemned him to be deserving of death. So I just knew he said, yeah, like, I am the Son of God. I am the Son of the Blessed. Like, I knew he claimed that. But I never understood that when he said that, you'll see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power and coming on the clouds. What the book was saying, and I agree with it, or it makes sense to me, is that it actually is referencing Daniel 7:13. It says, this is Daniel talking, I was watching in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man coming with the clouds of heaven. He came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Then to him was given dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. And then one last part that's interesting. So I just think that's really cool, like understanding what Jesus was referencing when he said that. There's times even when Jesus was teaching in the temple where he took up, they're reading the law and the prophets, and he took it up and he read like Isaiah 61 and said, this has been fulfilled in front of you. So like Jesus himself claimed to fulfill prophecy. But the last one is in Revelation 7. It says, behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him, even they who pierced him, and all the tribes of the earth will mourn because of him. Even so, amen. So I just love it when the Old Testament and the New Testament connect, and it helps you to better understand, like, Jesus was coming before the Jewish people who had been prophesied that a Messiah was coming, and he was saying, hey, look, these prophecies, that's me. And they couldn't see it, but some of them couldn't see it, but it's just, I think it's cool when those all connect and you can start to better understand what Jesus was claiming about himself. And that it makes me think of the verse that says he who was and is to come. So like he was in Daniel, he is, whenever he got crucified, and then he's coming again on the clouds. So